It May 2005. This is Andrew LeMay. I'm reporting for Copper Press, and we're in Phoenix, Arizona at Modified Arts. Introduce yourselves, guys. We'll go to the
Matthew.
And you
Melvin,
play?
guitar.
Doug McDermott, play Fender Rhodes, guitar, bass, sampler.
Josiah Wolf, drums, little bass. Yoni Wolf, keyboards and stuff like that, and bass and sing.
Cool. So these are pretty much all questions from Rick German. He's the writer. He writes articles for Copper Press and everything. And you guys know Steve, right?
Yeah, I guess I did the other thing with Steve.
Yeah, you met Steve, the wiener guy.
Yeah, I did an interview with him.
So what? First of all, so did you have an apology to Steve?
Well, I feel like I remember reading the article back that he wrote about Cloud Dead, which is another band that I was in, and we got a little loose on him. You know, I mean, like, he sent these questions and maybe he was a little stiff. And so we got a little bit loose on the answers, for him. No apology, but maybe come with better questions next time, asshole.
Let's see if we can live up to it.
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. Now all these questions are pretty much going to be focused at. So just shout out whenever you feel free, because you guys are all considered
like a black church.
Yeah, whatever. Just amen. Okay. Why do you hate Michigan, and why weren't you playing there? Why aren't you playing there?
It's because of Detroit. Detroit emanates this sewage and rot, and it has this sort of probably 8 or 10 click radius.
State of how I want to live.
Well, our dad basically worked in the automotive business in Flint for years, and when I went down, he went down, and he's started drinking, and then pretty much. This is Josiah speaking, so Yoni and Josiah, we're brothers, and so he started drinking, and then he moved to Cincinnati, Ohio, and became a cop, and sort of swore off all that stuff, and swore off Michigan in a way, I think, which Michigan he sort of related to his darker side of the darker side of him. So
I like Michigan, but
they used to vacation in Michigan.
There's nice parts of
Michigan, but they're not the parts.
County. I like
Mackinac Island is beautiful up there.
Ann Arbor.
That's a different Michigan than the Michigan we know.
Yeah. How long did you live in Flint?
We lived in Flint for the first 10 years of your life, 7 years of my life. So, yeah.
Well, what are you guys' ages?
I'm 30. 27.
28.
30. You just turned 30.
February.
29 years. That's good. Question number 2. What are your influences?
Heroin. No, we don't do that. Yoni? We have as far as music or anything.
Whatever you feel like.
We haven't done heroin for a long time. We've been off that for a while. So we're pretty as a band.
Literally?
Yeah, I would say that influences now have to do with health foods and stuff like that.
That's true.
Yeah,
Kombucha.
Oh yeah. A lot of kombucha, a lot of yoga.
This drink, Chinese
herbal, a lot of gooch. Sort of a mushroom tea.
Yeah. Now, what was the what got you into heroin?
Our dad mainly, I would say.
Well, we never did it with him.
Pretty influential.
We never did it with our dad. Oh, you did it?
I never did it.
No, with his dad?
Our dad. No.
Yeah. No.
I never shot it.
I never did it with my dad.
No, I never did it with my dad.
I did.
Ron is just a break.
So what was the turning point that got you guys all unified as a band to get off of heroin?
Well, Yoni pretty much started. Yoni went to Spain, and really things started to change for him. He became a vegetarian. And, a vegan. Kind of got real healthy, and then, moved out. I don't know. I felt like I was over there, and I met all these people that were like macrobiotic and vegan, and no one was doing drugs. They were hippie types, but they were they smoked pot, but they were pretty clean living type people, and I don't know. It just made sense to me, and I felt like I was living too hard, and I was 26 or something like that at the time. And it was just like I felt too old, and now I feel much younger now than I did then. So yeah,
cool. What's with the black comb?
That just had to do with like our dad. As when we were kids, he made us go to church every weekend, and like it's sort of about God. Like I don't need God anymore or whatever. Like he would make us put like a broke cream in our hair, and like
tight belt,
and the tight belt and the white shirt and the dark slacks, and and loafers, and he made us comb our hair all with the pocket comb.
How much?
And I just felt like I didn't want to be a part of that anymore. And at the time, I was pretty. When I wrote that song, I was pretty out there, and my hair was pretty out there, you know.
What was
But I think that was just a metaphor for how I was feeling. my hair.
What religion was it?
It was Christian Scientist, actually, so he didn't last. Like, I mean, I laugh now, but it was pretty serious shit growing up.
How does that? Now that you're older,
Yeah.
and you understand the way that how that influenced you now,
Yeah.
what parts of that experience did you keep?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think much of it. I think at this point I've sort of back at some of the values that I was at as a kid. You know, love thy neighbor and all that sort of stuff. But as far as like the general belief system, I'm not really with it. You know.
You take aspirin now. So.
I take aspirin now. I don't. It's still.
For me,
Every time I take aspirin, I think about it. Like, oh, is God looking down at me right now? You know, well, he's always looking down, but
Maybe not.
you know, am I doing the right thing if I'm going to take an aspirin or something, or should I let this go about naturally? Am I going against the laws of God and nature and all that? But I take it anyway because I got a headache, you know, whatever. What am I going to do? So.
Pray and it's going to go away.
Yeah, I mean, I sort of sworn off prayer at this point. I think, you know, I don't buy it.
Two or more gather.
Yeah,
right now.
Well,
What is your favorite instrument and why?
drums, baby. Yeah, I don't know. I like harp.
Yeah, harp is nice.
Like the stand-up harp?
Yeah, I like Joanna Newsom.
Joanna Newsom. She's one of our favorites.
Yeah.
So, is it the kazoo?
No. I like acoustic guitar. I like drums, and I like bass.
I guess he was wondering why you had a kazoo around your neck.
That's
or
right. That was
something.
back on.
It was a solo.
That was
in
a
one
few
of your
years ago.
songs.
That was back in the H days. I couldn't really get it together to really learn how to play notes on things. And I was doing a lot of fluty type instruments at the time, and so the kazoo seemed like to make sense on the road, at least. When
It was very
playing.
easy to play.
It was easy to play, and on the road, if I was pretty lost and out of it, I could just pretty much play a melody on there pretty easily. So,
No fingers.
Cool. What's the best thing you remember about your home and why? Or your hometown? You pretty
we
much.
talking Flint? Or we talking Cincinnati?
Whatever you feel is your hometown.
I can't really remember anything good about Flint, to be quite honest.
Cincinnati, you know, has some. But your question was anything good about it? Anything bad?
Whatever town you feel is your hometown.
The Woodward Marching Band in Cincinnati, Ohio. The drum line.
Withrow.
I like the Woodrow Marching Band. Woodward Marching Band. The Woodrow. No, Woodrow.
Woodward.
Jeez, I'm forgetting all this.
Woodward.
Stuff. Woodward. Okay, yeah, Woodward.
Woodward.
Sorry. The Woodward drum line. Badass. I mean, these guys, man, like.
Some out of the movies?
What's that?
Some out of the movies?
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like it. I mean, the movie drum line. Well, yeah, I mean,
I think that's a little over.
they whipped that stuff. I never saw that stuff out of the water.
We would ideally have them on tour with us and just
Ideally,
out of the band.
Yeah. But you can't really
okay,
bring,
but
you can't really bring
can't mess with the
six
drum.
guys, you know, on the road with you playing. You
we
know,
got 4 or 5 bass drums.
plus, I'm talking about the '94 drum line from like '93, '94.
Yeah.
You know,
Glory days.
yeah, those guys, younger guys, and then that even, you know.
Cool. What's the significance of your website?
Well, we don't have. There's no Y website. There's an Anacon website. Is that what
Yes,
you mean?
the Anacon
The label website.
Very artistic. And
Yeah.
is there any particular significance that has to do with, you know, the whole group of bands or?
I don't know. I think.
Well, the website, it's an outlet for Odd Nose Thumbs,
It's
Maniacal
not even
Ego.
him, really.
Yeah.
No, it's really Matt now.
Matt
that
does
does it.
website.
Well, not the web. Well, Wes did the web designing, and Matt does the web updating. I don't know.
Dave does
Yeah.
artistic design. Face it, Anacon's full of like art snobs.
Who knows? I didn't think it was that artistic. I've seen a lot better websites.
Yeah. So, what's your favorite song from your past albums?
Well, I like from the Cloud Dead, the first Cloud Dead record. I like the Negative Wingspan song. That's about kicking heroin, really. The Man with the Negative Wingspan, eats sourdough super, you know. That one and Slow Polaroid, and Broken Crow.
Those are Reaching Quiet songs.
Those are Reaching Quiet songs, yeah. And then the other one on there is the I really like Me and the Peacoat.
That's fine. I like that one a lot.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
I
I like Me and the Peacoat, and let's see. You know,
Bad Entropy's my favorite. Off of the solo Y, Open the Sweet Silence.
Ladyfingers, I like a lot.
Ladyfinger. Ladyfingers. That's a nice one.
I like early Whitney, the songs, bro.
Houston.
No. Houston.
Shine like evil light. Okay. Now that you're famous, okay. What do you like to eat? Almost famous.
No, that's like a non sequitur. Now that you're famous, what do you like to eat?
Well, we eat real healthy.
Well, like I said, we're healthy now. I'm vegan, you know. I like a good fat vegan breakfast burrito with mushroom gravy on it.
Now, is vegan like no chicken, no fish?
Right.
No meat altogether?
No meat altogether.
No dairy.
No meat, no dairy, no eggs. Yeah, no animal products at all.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is that difficult to make on the road?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess it is, but we've been pretty, it's been pretty...
Not usually.
In France it is, but in the
in the U.S. and in most of the world, it's not bad, you know. A couple places are tough. France is tough. I mean, Europe is harder than America.
Larger cities that have somewhere.
At least they'll have a health food store.
Yeah, if they have a health food store or like any grocery store at all, you can figure it out, you know, make something. Yeah.
Cool. Are there any plans for another Jaime's Basement record?
No, there are no plans set right now, but I wouldn't rule it out. You know, Andy and I we're good friends, and you know, we'll see. He may be moving to China soon to teach English as a second language, but you know, we'll see.
Good money.
Yeah, and maybe I'll go over there and we'll do a Jaime's Basement over there in China. So
You get a chance. My brother's in Japan.
not so close, not close enough. Closer than here.
What is hummus made of?
It's made of chickpeas and tahini.
And lemon and garlic and lemon
Lemon and garlic, depends, you know,
pepper.
olive oil, you know. You want to do it right, or you want to just the basics. The basics are just chickpeas. You know, if you want to do it right, you got bigger problems. You got more to get into.
Difficult to make on the road?
Oh yeah, I don't
We don't make
make
it.
it on the road. We
We should, though.
We definitely eat a lot of it on the road, which we buy from grocery stores and stuff.
Okay.
It's a
Mediterranean, Middle Eastern food. If a man left Chicago at 8:15 and a woman left Florida traveling in the same direction at 8:45, and they were both from Alaska traveling at 45 miles per hour, what's the difference between partly cloudy and partly sunny?
Doug? What kind of asshole wrote this question? This was Rick, huh? This is Rick's idea of the question?
Well, he got your answers last time, and he's like, I'm going to mess with these guys. Doug, if you have this one, you got Doug's a number. Oh, you're going to say, Rick, you're an asshole. Cloud dead.
That's the answer.
Cloud dead. What's that really the answer? There's no answer.
There's no answer.
The actual
42.
The actual question is, what's the difference between partly cloudy and partly sunny?
Oh. I think they're the same. It's like half full and half empty. It's like, are you an optimist or are you a
Probably
pessimist?
sunny's a little more sunny. Probably cloudy. More sunny to you guys? Probably sunny's more sunny. Cool. Lame question.
No,
What's your favorite planet?
Planet? Uranus. I like Planet Earth, man. Planet Earth. They gotta go for Planet Earth.
Planet Earth. That's probably the best answer I've ever heard, actually.
It doesn't get much better than Planet Earth, man. Life, you got life. Well, you got life. You got love. You got a heart. You know. You got a soul.
There's no love on Mercury.
That's the name. That should be the name of an album.
Yeah. There's no love on Mercury. You get that, Rick? The next album. Okay. Do you have any pets, and what are their names? Susanna. It's my cat.
I keep fish.
Oh, okay.
I know I'm vegan, but it's kind of
We don't eat them.
an oxymoron. Yeah, but you know, I found a dog at a gas station that we lost her on the way here.
Any significance in the names?
I have fish. I could run down the names.
Yeah,
Sleepy, Weepy, Sucky, Bucky, and Fuck.
Any significance?
To be quite honest, I thought of them in that order.
Yeah.
And they kind of rhyme like that.
I always like the song, Oh Susanna, Don't You Cry For Me. You know, come from Alabama. The banjo on my knee. Let me see. iPod or mixtape?
Well, we just have just CDs, neither really, for the road.
We would love an
In an
iPod.
ideal world.
You know, in an ideal world, we'd have both, you know.
You get that, Rick? They would love an iPod. That's right.
Is he one of those guys that, like, He works for iPod. Really?
He doesn't work for iPod, but...
Oh, I want an iPod. You work for iPod? Rick! Send an iPod! I don't have to yell in there.
That's passion. Do you know who the Piano Man is?
You're talking about Billy Joel?
I guess some naked guy in France or something.
I know, it was the song of the Piano Man. That's about all I know about.
That's what I thought. I guess there's some guy that was found in England. He was naked and walking on the beach, and he couldn't speak. And so this is really recent news.
Okay.
And so what happened was nobody knew who he was or where he was from. But when they gave him a piece of paper and a pencil, he drew a piano, and he could play. He was like a virtuoso. He could play anything on the piano.
Wow.
And they said he was like, this is coming from Rick, but they said he was some mime from France that fell off a boat.
Wow.
And so,
I don't know if I believe this.
I know
It's a fascinating story.
It's like the whole bullshit. Okay, so, when are you playing in Michigan?
Like I said, I don't know. I mean, I would go to Ann Arbor, perhaps. I'm not going anywhere near.
Why Michigan?
What's the thing?
He's in Michigan.
Rick is in
Rick's in
Michigan.
Michigan. There's a small cult following up there.
We might have to travel to Toronto or something. I would play Ann Arbor on the way to Toronto next time. Yeah, I think we'll make
That'd
that.
be a good thing to do, I think. Kalamazoo, I play there. Probably not a very good scene,
I
but that
definitely
one
got
guy,
seen
His is
Kalamazoo.
but that one guy, you know.
No, so he said Anacon was up at Max before in Lansing.
Yeah, we played it there once.
Oh, did you?
No, not us.
No.
Different. It was like what, some of the other bands.
We didn't play it.
We didn't play it.
Oh, we just went bowling there.
Who went?
Bowling for Anacon?
Bowling at some point. I remember stopping at bowling.
Maybe we bowled there. I don't know. We shipped some clothes from there one time.
Now, if there's any message that you would like to say to your fans, what would it be in one sentence?
Stay off the H train.
Yeah, don't listen to the old stuff. There's negativity in the old stuff. This is more than one sentence. Don't listen to the old stuff. There's negativity, there's negativity in the old stuff.
Semicolon.
Semicolon, don't get started on the heroin. Apostrophe S.
Tone in from the rest of the band?
Listen to the new stuff. It's infused with, it's praise music for maybe non-Christians. Have you heard of a parasitic head? Check that out. It's crazy.
Now, is that a band or a...
That's his nickname.
Oh,
He was born.
Josiah is actually Yode's parasitic head.
No, Josiah, as a baby,
manages to
Josiah,
stop it.
he doesn't like to tell people this, and I don't know why he brought that up, but Josiah was born with a parasitic head. Do you know what that is? Basically, it's an identical twin. I don't know why I'm even telling. Do you mind if I tell this?
No, it's cool.
It's an identical twin that grows off of your head, and it's a separate head, and the two brains are conjoined.
But there's no body to the
There's no body to the second head. It's just a head, basically.
oh wow.
And it could move, feeds off of the other body. Basically, the blood routes through both.
Now, isn't that...
We saw this on Oprah.
I've seen that on... I mean, is it true, though?
No, it's true for him. No, I've seen his shit grew back. I mean, you can't even tell, but if you can feel it. All right.
That's why we have to keep the remains in the van in a little jar.
No, we don't keep the remains of it, but it's pretty. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway,
Keeps it close at all
That was
times.
on PBS, if you saw that.
Anyway, he's come out unscathed, and he's pretty smart. He's got a couple things that are stupid about him, but no, I'm just kidding. No, he's perfectly smart, and
We all have a couple things stupid about us. That's true.
we're all a little slow sometimes.
So let's be positive now. And
You're right.
Last positive note. Any?
Well, we've had a nice tour. That's positive, and I'm very hopeful. I think. Hopefully the fans, come out.
I like sitting in this truck bed right now. I sleep on here tonight. As a matter of fact, I mean, I sleep best actually, when somebody's driving. If you want to just drive around, would you mind? We could all probably just sleep out here. Seriously. For the no-nos.
My wife would be pissed.
She doesn't. He has two seats. One for you and one for your wife.
Right now.
No,
I understand.
but truthfully, thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it. You guys seem really down to earth. Sounds like you really know where you're going.
Well, I don't know about that. We know where we are, at least, somewhat.
Good. We're trying to be positive lately, and I think hopefully we'll have a couple good years ahead of us.
Great job.
Well, you're going to Europe next, right?
Going to Europe.
We are.
Going to Europe.
Positive, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Positive.
No doubt about that.
Well, I appreciate it.
course, Andy.
Definitely good. We'll see you later, guys.
Yeah, of course.
Look forward to the show.
You're sticking around?
Yeah, I'm sticking around.
Awesome. Good.
Thanks.
Any other last things? Blah, blah, blah. I mean, I don't know if Rick is going to get that, but
Yeah, well, he's definitely getting.
Rick, I appreciate you, your interest and your the love that you've shown us in the past and in the current times.
Cool.
Yeah.
This is a break. Yoni, can I tape your show?
You may record the show.
You hear it first.
You cannot put it on the internet.
Rick, you cannot put this on the internet. You cannot put this on the internet. Yoni's gonna sue your ass. You are allowed to put the interview on the internet, but not the songs. Here, you gotta say that.
You are allowed to put the interview on the internet, but not the songs. Andrew Drug to me.
Bend over. Yeah.